Please join me as we welcome the 18th President and Chairman of Council of Nigeria's foremost bilateral Chamber of Commerce, the Nigerian-British Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Ray Atelly, FRPA, for his welcome address. May we honor our President, please.
Thank you. The Deputy President, past President patrons, council members, members of the Executive Committee, our guest speaker, our chief guest of honor, ably represented, our able moderator, members of the press, participants joining us virtually and from around the world, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to welcome you to the first event of the year of this chamber, the Economic Outlook 2024. This breakfast event has become a very important platform to set the tone for the new business year. We have in the room business leaders and experts of no mean repute who will share with us their interpretations of the policy pronouncements of government and how such policies and consequent actions may impact our business in the current business year. For the first time in 8 years, we have a new government in place with its own agenda. They have promised to renew our hope in a thriving Nigeria. And we do not have any doubt that they mean business. However, in fulfillment of our social mandate to keep an eye on the economy and to offer our support to government, without conditionalities, we have assembled this morning to rub minds and to review the facts and all indicators so that the experts can share with us what they see. We do not have predetermined conclusions. Neither do we have room for caustic sentiments or sensationalism. The stakes are too high for either. Let the facts and figures speak, and let our inferences and assumptions be based on the verifiable facts. Perhaps we may learn a thing or two today that will guide us in making vital changes in our business operations for the year. It is often the case that experts don't always agree, especially on economic matters. It won't be a surprise today if this continues. But all the same, even when superior knowledge collides, we shall be able to discern and live with a better understanding of the fundamentals. Perhaps some of the key questions agitating our minds in 2024 might include: 1, what exchange rate do we plan with? What will happen to tax rates, incentives, and other payables? Should we focus on bringing down inflation? How do we benefit from government intervention opportunities? Will this be accessible and timely? Will there be a significant improvement in our security situation so that cost of food and logistics services may come down? The intercity, long-haul transport sector and the tourism industry will most definitely be revived and more job opportunities created if this happens. Are we likely to pay more for petrol and diesel this year? How about the overall cost of power? Will it hold steady or go further up? Will it be a lot easier to repatriate proceeds in the aviation sector this year? I'm sure there are a lot more questions, and they will pop up, I'm sure, as well during the Q&A. At NBCC, we are concerned and committed to making significant contributions towards the rapid transformation of this country. Every time the country called in the past, we always answered. 4 years ago, when COVID hit the world and millions were dying, businesses shutting down, the country called and the NBCC answered. Many of our members, individually and collectively, put funds together, billions of naira, to support the initiatives of government. And I think we deserve a round of applause. Today, thankfully, we are not facing a pandemic. Yes, not in that sense. But with rising debts, high recurrent expenditure, dwindling revenue, and falling local currency exchange rate, we definitely must sense that it's not party time yet. A lot has to be done by the distinguished managers of our economy to restore order, spur growth, and incentivize the real sector to get the economy thriving again. We all will benefit from a prosperous Nigeria, I'm sure, including the non-Nigerians, so long as you have invested here. We'll all benefit. And so we must join hands as always with government, as partners in progress, to ensure that things work. You don't do this by keeping mum. We must always put our views across in non-incendiary manner and ensure that we don't wait until they stumble before we pounce, but help to forewarn and guide with our thoughts if they buy it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly honored to have you share your morning with us. Thank you very much.